Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Do not play. Hey girl, hey, it's your girl Sequoia, CEO of the Boss Up Academy, teaching you to pray, slay, and boss up. In today's classroom session, we're going to be talking about how to set boundaries. If you know you need a little help in this area, come on in, grab your pens and papers, because class is now in session. Now, before we get good and started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so that when I upload, you'll be notified. Follow me on Instagram at the Boss Up Academy. How to set boundaries. First and foremost, let me say, when you are setting boundaries, that is for you. How you want to be treated, what you're willing to deal with, baby, that's for you. And anybody in your life that does not respect that gets upset because you put a boundary in place for you, those are the people that you don't want in your life anyway. And it's going to be hurtful because usually it is the people that is the most close to you, but those people are not worth your mental, they're not worth your sanity, and they just aren't worth it. So listen, if you gotta cut them off, but those are the people that you don't want around you anyway, because you need to set boundaries for your life. If you don't, people will continue to use and abuse you over and over again, and it will be a never-ending cycle, and you will be the one feeling bad. So I got 4 steps today on some things that you can put in place to set boundaries. And the first thing is this. Do not take disrespect lightly. Address that issue. Address it. Don't take disrespect lightly. When people are trying to kiki and caca and make a joke at your expense, don't take that lightly because it's disrespect. And usually it's your friend. I'm not talking about your friends, y'all ragging on each other, because we all do that. I'm not talking about that. But those people that are trying to make a mockery at your expense, and they play it off like it's a joke. They joke about your skin or your appearance or your clothes or something that you do, and you think you do it pretty well, but they try to make a joke about it. Or you start your business and it's your little business, or your little thing you got going on the side. Don't take that disrespect lightly. Address it. Let them know how you feel. Let them know that you don't like that. And do not play with you like that. Because what happens is they make a little comment, and then you go home and you're looking at yourself in the mirror like, well, do I look bad? Is my business just my little side gig? Is it this? No, it's not. You don't look bad. You look good, and they probably jealous of you anyway. Don't take disrespect lightly. Call it out for what it is and let it be known you're not going to disrespect me. These men that want to disrespect you because they mad at you and call you out your name, don't take that lightly, because that's really how they really feel about you. Address it. Okay, the next thing I have is this. I have said this in my previous videos, and you will probably hear me say this in more videos to come. No is a complete sentence. I'm going to say it again. No is a complete sentence. Listen, faith comes by hearing and hearing of the word. I'm going to say that one more time. No is a complete sentence. You do not have to explain why you cannot do, be, go, and grow and show up for somebody else. Sometimes you just don't have the capacity to do it, and that is okay. Now, I'm not talking about when we have to make sacrifices for our loved ones, because love is shown when sacrifices are made. And sometimes we do have to make sacrifices for people. I'm not talking about that. But when I have to show up for you and it depletes from me, I can't do it. And I got to be okay with not doing it. And you got to be okay with me not doing it. And if you are not, that's your problem. And you got to take that up with your creator. But as for me, I'm going to do what's best for me. And if me doing what's best for me takes a toll on you, then you may need to go over there and I may need to go this way, and we may need to have to work that out our separate ways. But I gotta do what's best for me. Sometimes you just don't have the energy and the capacity to deal, especially when showing up for them means you gotta be around a whole bunch of people that you don't really want to be around, and that don't mesh too well with you, and you don't mesh too well with them. And that's okay, because everybody is not everybody's cup of tea. And sometimes you gotta preserve your peace and your sanity. And if that means you can't show up because you in your bed chilling, then so be it. Now, again, I am not talking about the sacrifices that we make for our family and our loved ones, because we all have to do that, and we all need grace extended to us in that area. But I'm talking about sometimes you got to show up for you before you can show up for anybody else. Now, the third thing is this. This is a tough one for a lot of people that struggle with setting boundaries. Say what you mean. Mean what you say and stand on it. Say what you mean what you say, and stand on it. I dated this guy a long time ago, and something that he told me was this. As a man, I don't have nothing to stand on but my word. And that's not just for men, that is for people. You got to stand on your word when you set boundaries. If you tell that man you catch him cheating on you again, that you're going to leave him, you better be prepared to leave if you catch him again. If you tell your kids the next time they leave something on that floor that they're going to be in trouble, then you better be prepared to make sure they're in trouble. Because when a person knows that you're not really about that life, and when a person knows that you say one thing but you do another, they'll run over you because they know you're not going to do nothing about it. How you react to people when they do things that they do, and when they're doing it to you, you are teaching them how to treat you. You in a relationship with this dude and he's cheating on you and you keep taking him back, you are sending the message that is okay. And you tell him, alright, Taquan, the next time I catch you cheating on me, I'm going to leave you. And Taquan cheating on you again and you don't leave him, you are giving Taquan the message that it is okay to cheat on you. And that's that on that. That's what you are doing. You are sending that message. And you have to listen. And stop saying, I hate when people say this, oh, I just have a big heart. Stop saying you got a big heart. You don't have no big heart. You don't have boundaries. And that's the problem. You're confusing having a big heart with having boundaries. Having a big heart is, listen, I got to extend myself to you because I know that you in need. Having no boundaries is, I know you just played me and you just did me dirty, but I'm getting ready to come get you and take you to work because I know you don't have nobody else to do it. Oh, well, that ain't your fault. And tell people how you feel. Express what you feel. All you can do, the only thing you can do is say what you feel. Say how you feel about something they've done. Let them know where you stand on it. If you don't do that, they won't know. And I'm just going to use this for an example. Me and my best friend, this has been my best friend since forever. And, you know, we had a little issue and she was feeling some type of way towards me. But I didn't know it. And I say that to say this. How somebody else feels about you, that's, if they don't tell you, it's nothing you can do about that. That's not your problem. They have to tell you. So just like you have to tell them, they have to tell you. That is a part of creating a boundary. Somebody done something, disrespected you, made you feel some type of way. You have to let them know and express that. But then say what you're going to do and stand on that. Don't say one thing and do another. Stand on your word. It might hurt you to have to, cut them loose from a certain thing, or it may hurt you from saying, I can't do this for you. But would you rather hurt you because you're setting a boundary, or continue to let the same person hurt you over and over? And last, but this is definitely not least, because you really could do this first and cut out all the extra stuff. Cut them off. Be done. Sometimes you give a person one chance. You mess up with me, I'm done. Now, am I talking about don't extend grace to others? I'm not saying that, because sometimes we all need grace. Not sometimes. At some point, we all need grace. And you have to use the discernment, your intuition. I got a video about that. I'll link it in the description box. Learn to trust your superpowers. Learn to trust your intuition. You have to use that which is inside of you to discern what's for you and what's not. But when a person doesn't respect you, first of all, especially when you're talking about relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, whatever. If a person really, truly loves you, they're not just going to keep constantly disrespecting you. And if they are, it's because there's not a boundary in place. And you have made them feel like they can treat you like that. And sometimes you got to tell people, I'm sorry. I apologize. If I ever gave you the impression that I was the one to play with, I apologize. If I ever gave you the impression that you can mistreat me, I apologize. If I ever gave you the impression that I was hurt and you could do me dirty, I apologize. Sometimes you gotta lay that out. I'm sorry if I made you feel like you could do that to me, but baby, you can't. And once I tell you can't and you still continue to do it, okay, I'm gonna cut you off. It might hurt. It's gonna hurt. But at the end of the day, that's gonna be what's best for you, for your sanity, for your peace of mind, for your joy. Y'all hear Tootie? Hey Tootie, we know you here. Y'all, Tootie is featured in like every video. But these have been my little tips about how to set boundaries, okay? Don't let nobody play with you. Bye, y'all.